Good afternoon and welcome to Friday with Fiona. And I can't quite believe it, but we're only just a few weeks from Easter. I know it's really early this year. So today we are going to do Easter cards, mainly because if you decide that you want them, it will either give you enough time to order the bundle yourself or to buy something, anything you want from my online store using the host code, and then I can send you the packet to make 6 cards to each of the designs I'm going to show you. So I've got some stuff to show you, so let's just get rid of my face. I just wanted to pop on and say hi. Okay, so there's been some new, these are the ones we're going to be using, the Excellent Eggs stamp set and the dies. And the dies are great fun. You count outlines and then detail. So we're going to be using both styles. Rick Rack is awesome. And then a little bunny, which goes with the little bunny on the stamp. But I wanted to share with you that there's been... we as demonstrators have had a chance to order in advance some online exclusives that are coming on the 1st of March, which is 2 weeks today, I think. Yes. Wow, crazy. So this is quite timely for me. I've got some family going through tough times. Cancer sucks. Yes, it definitely does. So you've got words for the outside and for the inside. Thinking of you, praying for you, hoping for you. Yeah, it's great. I mean, obviously it's not one we really want to have to use, but unfortunately needs must. But this bundle suite I absolutely love. So the suite is the designer series paper, the dots, they look like coffee beans, the stamp set Latte Love, so you've got mugs and then decorations, and then the dies, and the dies are just fantastic. You've got a cafetiere and a carafe, mugs and all cups and all sorts. So even if you're not a coffee drinker, you can use it. You've got the cups there. And I'm just going to quickly show you the designer series paper. I have already opened it. So it's 12 sheets, 2 of each design, double-sided, and the colours: Calypso Coral, Early Espresso, Lemon Lolly, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. So kind of quite browny and pinky. Now these will correspond with the mug die. So you can cut all of those out, stamp, and then have them on the top of your stamp. And that's for the outside. And then you've got the ones that do just the insides. So that is really, really fantastic. I shall be doing lots of that. I hadn't scheduled a class with that, but I think I'm going to have to change one now because it's amazing. Right, so you get 2 of those, and on the back is like coffee rings, you know, when you put them on your table. Then you've got coffee beans and some, I can't remember what it's called. It's just check, really. It's not really a pad. More mugs, and again they go with the dies, and on the other side just lots of little cups for background. Splatters of coffee. Who doesn't throw their coffee everywhere? Me. I mean, I do throw it everywhere, and I love this. This is the Lost Lagoon. Some swirly, that's got the petal pink in it, and some lovely hearts. And then I think that's going to be that one. Yeah, lovely coffee colours. Like that makes me think of, like, you know, when you've just poured milk into a coffee and it's all swirly, or the barista does it for you. And then on the other side, so that must be the Calypso Coral, more coffee beans. Just absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to have to reschedule one of my classes because I just love this. I used to be addicted to coffee, got myself off it, drink tea, and I've kind of started going back to coffee. I'm trying to limit myself to 1 a day, but it's kind of creeping up to 2 a day, so I might need to watch that. Anyway, let's crack on. So we've got the Excellent Eggs, and I've got some fun cards for you today. First one we're going to do, I'm using Tahitian Tide because we're going to be losing it in a couple of months, and I do love it. It's like a turquoise. So it's really, really bright and springy, which I think we're all hoping it's going to be nice weather at Easter. You never can tell, especially when it's this early. So Tahitian Tide, Lemon Lolly, Flirty Flamingo, and Fresh Freesia, and then a little bit of white for my bunny. And then this is the pack of 3. baker's twine. So it's lemon lolly, flirty flamingo, and balmy blue. So I've used the flirty flamingo there. I'll keep that out because I'm going to need that. So I've prepped as much as I can with this one because this is quite a detailed one. And also on the back of my eggs, I have used the adhesive sheets just to try and make things a bit better. So let me find my notes. So this is a basic card base, half A4, so 21 centimeters, scored in half at 10.5 by 14.8. And then I've got a piece of lemon lolly, which is 8 by 12. And then I've cut, I think I've cut 5 of the rickracs. 1, 2, yeah, 5. I'm going to try and move those eggs out of the way because they're going to take a bashing otherwise. Try and put it over the glare from the lights. There we go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put my rickrack onto my lemon lolly, and I didn't think of it till afterwards. I haven't put the adhesive sheets on. Obviously that would make life a lot easier, but they're not too narrow. You can still use the wet glue, so I'm going to do that. I'm just going to lay them out so I can kind of line them up where I want them to be. So one there and one towards the bottom. And then it might need to go a bit higher. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, and then that one comes down. No, let's move that one up a bit more. 2, 3, and there you go. So then I mean, you could mark it with a ruler so that they're all very evenly spaced. That one needs to go up a bit. And then, so now I've laid them out, I'm going to do the top and the bottom. Whoops, that one's not on ball. Let's move that. Okay, so let's do the top and the bottom. I need my adhesive silicone mat. And I'm just going to try, because this is a new ink, so I'm going to try and do a narrow band of Tombow. Might be easier to do little dots actually, because it really wants to come out quite heavily. Okay. I'm going to turn that sideways so I can line it up with my grid lines. And I'm just lining up the edge, it's straight edge, so I'm just lining that up. Right, that's the top one. I do the bottom one, and then I can space my other 3 out in between. Yeah, I'm doing the dots this time. It's a bit better, not quite so much coming out. I think it's because I was really getting to the dregs of my last one, so I'm used to pushing it quite hard. There we go. So I hope everybody is having a good week. Can you believe it's, you know, oh, that's the other thing I wanted to tell you. It's less than 2 weeks to the end of Sale-A-Bration. In fact, when I talk about less than 2 weeks, it's less than a week till the end of Sale-A-Bration. So if you want to sign up and get either the Glass Night Studio or the extra £30, so 160 instead of 130 for £99, then I'd love to have you on my team, the Crafters with Heart. And the ART of heart is in capitals. Right, so let's spread these out. It doesn't really matter if they're not completely even, because they're going to be hidden to a certain extent by the eggs and the sentiment. That's that one. Do the next one. But this rickrack is really lovely. We had, I think it's Zany Zoo, or one of them has a bit of rickrack, but it's literally the edge. So you had to kind of keep repeating it to get the actual pattern, whereas this one gives it to you. Really lovely. And I love it in the lemon lolly. I don't know, makes me think of spring. I know it's only February, but we've been having some weather that kind of makes you think of spring. All the flowers are coming up. Right, and then that last one in the middle. It would be much easier if you used adhesive sheets. It would make the laying down of it so much easier. Just a bit more time when you're prepping. Okay, so there we go. We've got 5 now. Whoops. Move that across. Okay. So I'm now going to pop this onto my Tahitian Tide. So the Tahitian Tide is only around till the end of April, and Stampin' Up, when the in colours are going, they always do like a last chance sale, but I think a lot of people are being warned to get stuff now, and once it's gone, it's gone. There we go. Isn't that lovely and bright and sunny? There we go. So that's my card base. Now with the eggs, so what I did was I took this detailed egg, and this has got adhesive sheets on the bottom, and then we're going to mix and match. Right, now, what did I do with those little bits of card? I knew I had them for a reason. So I've got Petal Pink, Highland Heather, and Pool Party. And then the eggs, I've got Tahitian Tide, Fresh Freesia, and Flirty Flamingo. Whoops, where's it gone? It's still in the packet, that's why. And I'm going to take bits out. So the Flirty Flamingo is going to go on there. And then I'm just going to cut around the egg shape. Let me see, what did I do with the... Right, the Fresh Freesia has lost that one. And it's losing that one. And that one. Okay. So I'm going to peel off the adhesive sheet. There we go. And this one is going to go onto Pool Party. And this one is going to go onto Flirty Flamingo. So if I needed to, I can put those bits back in there. I'll show you that in a second, because the Flirty Flamingo one is going to have something back. Or is it? Maybe it's one of the others. I'll show you. Anyway, it's easy to mix and match, which is fun. Over there. Right, so my Flirty Flamingo one. I'm going to have Petal Pink there and Petal Pink Fresh Freesia. Whoops. Just making sure I'm on screen. No, I'm not. Let's move that out of the way. So that's going to go in there like that. So wrong way around. Okay, and then I'll cut that out in a second. Now my Tahitian Tide one wants to have a bit of Fresh Freesia down here and a bit of Fresh Freesia up there. Yes. Pop that in there. Right, So that's my pool party one. And then the fresh freesia one is going to have some Tahitian tide. Whoops a daisy. Right, Tahitian tide up the top there, and some Tahitian tide down at the bottom. And then I'm left with a few bits which you can keep to use on other things. Okay, so that's what I'm left with. And now I just need to cut those three. Let's get rid of all the backings. Hidden it. There we go. And the bit that went flying off. Right, so I'm just going to cut round these now. And then we're going to layer them onto the card. I do need to stamp my little bunny. Now you could just have the dies on their own if you just want eggs. We will be using the big stamp later. I wasn't really too taken with them. I love the dies, but the stamp set didn't do much for me until I used it, and then it was like, wow. So when we get to that one, there is a little bit of colouring involved. I will try not to take up too much of your time. We'll just do some quite basic. Okay, so that's 2. So they're kind of representing, you know, when you used to, well, I don't know if you used to, I did, you used to paint eggs as a child when we didn't have all these Easter eggs and stuff that everybody has these days. So painting eggs was quite a thing. I think we did it at school, actually, in art. Right, there we go. So now I've got my 3 eggs. Okay. And I'm going to layer them with dimensionals. Well, I'm not actually. I'm going to put 2 down flat. Why did I bring that one in? I need that one. So let's do it the other way around this time. 2 down flat. Oh, just need to get a better edge on that. I'm going to use wet glue because of the ridges on the rickrack. In fact, I'm going to put it on the rickrack. There's 1. And 2. And then the third one will go with dimensionals, just a bit more. Trim off there, okay. And I'm doing them in the middle deliberately so that they're going to go over the 2. Another little bit that I didn't get there. I was trying to go too fast. Over the 2 of them there. So that will also hold them in place. There we go. Now I need to stamp my little bunny. And I'll do that in Memento. And I'm just literally going to stamp him and then give him some a little bit of pink in his ears and on his cheek. Now there is a die for this, but by the time I've got my die machine out, we will need it later, but I'm just going to quickly fussy cut them. And then just leaving a little bit of white around him. You can't really do the eggs without the dies, but the bunny you can. There we go. And I'm just going to pop that on there with a dimensional. So he's sitting just beside. There we go. That's that. And then all we need is the Happy Easter. I like this one. There's no bunny like you, but I'm going to go with Happy Easter. Another stamp. Another block even. Right, Happy Easter. And I'm just literally going to stamp it now. Did I stamp it in 30? Oh, I did it in Tahitian Tide. Let's do that again then. All I need to do is trim that down. Now on that one, I used the twine combo and did Flirty Flamingo. I realised I have actually got some of the metallic Tahitian Tide metallic left, and as it's going to go soon, I might as well use it if I can find the end. There we go. Now on that one, I tied a double bow. Let's see if I can do that. Not very good at doing double bows. Here goes. Nope, see, that didn't work. Right, I'll give it one more shot. Okay, not too shabby. So that is my tails, and that is my tails. There we go. Right, so all I need to do is just trim this down, make a bit of space. And there you have it. Happy Easter. So that's going to go on with some dimensionals. Okay, and whoops, daisy. Pop it in between two of the rick racks, and then I'm going to need to trim that a little bit. I just want them to come down. Okay, so I need a glue dot. I'm going to roll up a glue dot. These ones I've noticed haven't been rolling very well. There we go, that's better. And I'm just going to pop it at the top there. And then that is way too long. Come on. Okay. Yes, I think I like it better with the Tahitian Tide bow. But they're both good. And that bow is a little bit too big still. And that will move. So let's just cut that off. So there's card one. Fun and lovely bright spring colours. So let's move swiftly on. We just need to clean these stamps. I'm not sure. I think we're using the bunny again. I'm not sure about the Happy Easter. Right, so moving on to card two. Yeah, this is another fun one. Dirty Flamingo is not my favourite choice of pink. I prefer the one we just lost, the polished pink. But it is lovely with the pool party. And to do this, so I've embossed, so it's the same, half of an A4, scored at 10.5, so 21 by 14.8, scored at 10.5. And I've taken the largest outline egg here and cut it out in Flirty Flamingo. And I've embossed a piece of, that's just for the inside. Let's do that now when it's out of the way. There we go. So this is 8.5 by 12.5, and then I've embossed it with one of the basics embossing folders. So we're going to put that down. I'm going to use tear and tape because of the indentations, and I know they're round, but they kind of just made me think of eggs, so that's why, basically. And I know it's tear and tape, but I just don't have the strength in my hands to tear. Or if not eggs, egg boxes. So let's get our matting and layering done, and then I'll show you how we do the egg. And you also have bits left over, which I must admit I haven't done anything with, but I'm going to show you what you could do with them. The bits that are left over. Right, let's pop that onto our card base. Stuck to my hand for a minute there. There we go. Right, so then we've got our huge egg, and we've got some rickrack. Now, I did have 2 pieces of rickrack. There it is. Okay. So I did the big egg in Flirty Flamingo, and then I did it in white. So you end up with this. Okay. Cutting your white egg into 3 bits, but we only want the middle bit. So that's what I'm going to show you what you can do with the other bits. So then I'm going to pop that across the middle of my egg, just kind of finding where the curves go. I'm just going to pop that on. And find the curves. There we go. And then the rickrack. Now, did I put adhesive? No, I didn't. Okay, not to worry. Get some more wet glue. Let's do it on the silicone mat again. And this is Pool Party. So I'm just doing the dots top and bottom. Okay. And then back to the egg, and then we're just going to put them across. And then I shouldn't have put glue at the beginning and the end, but never mind. I'm just going to cut those off. Whoops, that one moved. There we go. We'll just give that a minute to dry. And I need another bit of white. And this time I'm going to stamp Hello Spring, because I did Happy Easter inside. Hello Spring. Now I'm going to use the, just make sure I can get my spring. No, I can't get my S in there, not big enough. Yeah, I'll do it on there one. Just cut it apart. So I'm going to do that in Flirty Flamingo. Give that a second to dry. And on the inside, again in Memento, I'm going to stamp the bunny. Just here on the inside. And then we want to stamp Happy Easter on the inside. I might put the Flirty Flamingo away, but I'm going to need it again. And right in the middle, just Happy Easter. I just want to get my Flirty Flamingo blend out again. And do the ears where the lines are. And just under his eyes and cheek. That will do. Okay, so that should be dry now. So I'm going to snip the edges off. No, it's not stuck down. Come on, stick. I'd normally do it from the back, but it's moving, so no idea where. Oh, it's gone on top of my stapler. Okay. There we go. Right, so then that's going to go on with dimensionals. Six for good measure. There we go. And I'm going to put it right in the middle, just eyeballing it. There we go. And then I just need to cut this. Now I'm going to cut the hello as straight as I can. Okay. It's not perfect, but it'll have to do. Pop that on with mini dimensionals. And pop it just there on the edge of the egg. And then the spring, I'm just going to get my pencil. Oh, sorry, I knocked the camera. I'm just going to go around with the pencil. And then I can follow the pencil line to fussy cut. And if you have any pencil line left, then you can just rub it out. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just trying to concentrate. Nearly finished. Okay. I'm moving the card, not the scissors. But it is a bit tricky. Okay. Just that inside bit now. And there we go. So I would probably have taken a bit more time with that normally, but it's not too bad. And then that's going to just go again, just with the mini dimensionals down at the bottom. These are ones that have been cut in half. When you know, when you don't have that much space, which we don't on this one, so I'm going to do that with this. Oh, there's another half there. And just one more. Because the S is going to be on the actual egg, the top of the S. Right, let's get that, all those little backings off. And the S will go on the, there we go. My S isn't very good, my fussy cutting. And then we've got the hearts and flowers, which are from the Bee Sweet adhesive backed hearts and flowers. And I'm just going to do a row. So I don't have many left because I've been using them, which is good. That's what they're there for. So I've got, what size are they? Big. Right, so we're going to have, do you know what? I'm going to have to do, okay, let's do a flower, whoops, and a flower. And how many hearts have I got? 1, 2. Yes, just got enough hearts to go either side. So there's a bit of yellow inside the flower, so that kind of works. So if you spend £30 in my online store, you'll get the card kit, which is the cards and the die cuts, none of the stamped images, but you can obviously use your own sentiments. But I will die cut the eggs for you. And if you spend £50, you will get, sorry, £45, you will get your choice of a Sale-A-Bration product, and I will include a pack of these for you as your gems. They are lovely. Right, so I just need my bow, which is the Pool Party Grosgrain. I don't know how to say it. Grosgrain, I think. Right, let's try and do a nice knot, a nice bow even. Can you tell I'm tired? Right, there we go. Now, need my ribbon scissors. And that is still a bit long on that side. Let's just make some space. And I need a glue dot, which is going to go to the side of the egg. And I'm going to pop my ribbon there. And once it's in place, I can trim it. Nope. Make sure I've got the right ones. Just a little bit. Okay, and there's card 2. I hope you like that. I actually do really love that one. And it does look different. You're picking up the Pool Party there. So I'd love to know which one you like best. So that's card 2. Now card 3. This is kind of, I don't know if it's my favourite or not. Anyway, it's a layered card. So you would need, it would be a large letter post. And it's Highland Heather, and then the designer series paper, which designer series? Oh, Sunny Days designer series paper it is, which is free with Sale-A-Bration at the moment. Now I am going to need to die cut some bits in a minute, but I've got my insert, so let's get that out of the way. And I did stamp the bunny, thought I would. Let's do that now. No, oh no. Right, I'm going to have to get another bit of that. Don't throw your ink pad on your designer series paper. It's not a good idea. Oh well, these things happen. Right, so I'm sure it's Sunny Days. If I can find it. Maybe it's not Sunny Days actually. I think it might be Poetic Expressions. Or is it Light and Airy? Yeah, it looks like I've used all of that up. So, okay, I'm going to find a bit that, let me just check. Oh, unless it was, come on, I haven't got time to waste. Yeah, I'm going to have to use something else. What the hell was that from? No, it's not Sunny Days because I haven't got fresh freezer in it. Well, it's not the Trusty Tools. It must be. It's not that one either. Let's lay plans. Oh, I know. No, do I know? Is it the back of one of these ones? No, it's not. Right. Oh, you know, I know where it is. After all that, it's the 6x6. So let's, yes, I have some, thank God. Right, sorry about wasting your time there. So that's 10, going to be 10 by, I think, nine and a half by 13.5. Which then goes onto the piece of fresh freezer. Okay, and I need to make sure this is really, really well stuck down because this is where we're going to be doing the die cutting. So I'm going to go around the edges. Oh, not with this, obviously, I'm not. That was my Seal Plus because I was rushing. Now, because we're die cutting, I want to make sure it's really well covered so that when the die cut bit comes out, it will still stick. It'll still be stuck down, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'll just trim a little bit off there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the die cutting machine in. And if you wanted to sign up, you could actually get this, is still available. You could get this as part of your kit. Right, where are my dies? Oh, if you could see my desk, it's a nightmare. Right, so it's the biggest die. I'm not sure I can get this on much more. There we go. Put that there. No, I'm going to have to go and do it on my big one, but the little one will show you on there. Okay, and then out comes the egg, so you can use that for something else. And then I'm going to stamp on white. I think it's that one. Yes. So that is going to go onto our card, but it's going to be layered up. I'll do that in a minute. And I've got my bit of white. Let's just move that out of the way for a second. Don't collapse on me, please. Okay, so now I need to stamp the bunny egg. Which is this one. I'm going to use Memento again because I'm going to colour this in. Okay, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment. There's no bunny like you in Gorgeous Grape, because this one does have lots of bunnies. I do like this little saying. Now this is from the Stylish Shape, so I'm going to have to try and stamp straight, but even if I don't have time to redo it. There's no bunny like you. Not too bad. Right, okay. So just need to, come on, colour in my egg. I'll sort out cleaning out later. Now, what's on Granny Apple Green? Pool Party. And Flirty Flamingo. Now, I'm not going to go really carefully because time is of the essence. So there won't be any shading or anything, just to show you the final outcome. In fact, I don't think I'll even show you the colouring. You don't need to see me colour them out. I will do that later. Let's bring the die cutting machine back in. Put that in there. Line that up. You really need to see the layout of the card more than anything. And I can finish the colouring in afterwards. Right. So what I need now are, and these are called foam adhesive strips. I don't use them very often because they are higher than dimensionals, which makes it a large letter. But the good thing about them is they bend. So I'm going to take a full strip, probably need a couple, and I'm going to go round the edge, the outside edge, and it will turn like that, which is great. I'll just snip that bit off. Okay, and snip that bit off. And then I'm going to do one more nearer the inside just so it doesn't sag. So across there and across there. So I think I used 3 strips altogether. They're in the annual catalogue and they are very, very useful. So I'm going to layer that onto there. And it's not like the dimensionals, you've got to pull out thousands of backings off. 1, 2, and then these little bits that I cut up. Okay, now I'm going to lay that so that normally I'll do this standing up to make sure it's straight, but hopefully that's not too bad. There we go. And then our egg goes in the middle. Oh, more haste, less speed, you know. That's not working. And then I'm going to pop that down in the middle. Like that. And we need another bow. And we need our sentiment, which I moved somewhere safe. So I need to just trim that edge off. There's no bunny like you. There we go. And you could pop a dimensional underneath if you wanted to. Okay, guys, so it's gone on a bit longer than I was anticipating, but I hope you like these projects. Don't forget, if you spend £30 in my online store, you will get everything sent to you to make 2 each of these cards, except for I can't send you any stamped images. So you have to use your own sentiments, or you can buy the bundle, and then that will qualify you for oh, that was a bad cut. See, I'm not using my ribbon scissors, that's why. I'm just going to pop that on. I'm literally running out of time as we speak. So I'm going to pop that on right there. And there you go, cards 1, 2, and 3. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be back next week. Don't forget, Sale-A-Bration ends on the 29th.